right? Nobody hits the ball harder. Nobody throws the ball faster. Nobody is faster. And so he's still learning out how to play center field. But, that lineup, I love the addition of Brandon Lau. They get him from Tampa Bay, who was, typical Rays player, came out of nowhere and was, at OPS of 900 for a couple of years in a row. And then, the numbers went down and it looked like, all right, this guy's at the end of the line. Well, he had a big night tonight, 5 ribbies. He's up nearly over 300. So, you mentioned these additions they made in the offseason. Look, nobody hates Bob Nutting that isn't a Pirates fan more than me, the owner of the Pirates who refuses to spend money, like you said. But it would be fitting. This is the year they go for it, or at least make a move or two at the deadline, and they're positioned to be a really great team next year, and then we get locked out.
Because, we're all looking for the teams that can beat the Dodgers. And I think most of us would agree the teams that can beat LA are the teams that have elite pitching staffs. Like, that's how you have to do it. And I'm not saying if the Pirates played the Dodgers that they would beat them in a playoff series. But, man, the upside of that pitching staff, you throw Skeens out there, you throw Bubba Chandler out there, and some of these other arms that they have, like, it's going to be a tough matchup, man, for any team that faces them. And, Pat, we remember it as, baseball fans years ago when they were in those NL wildcard games. Remember Johnny Cueto dropping that ball for the Reds when he's on the mound because of the sea of black that you had there at PNC Park? When that team's good, they have an awesome home field advantage. And it's one of those ballparks and places that when you watch it on TV, like, it's got that spooky factor to it. So, just as obviously with somebody who's a fan of the AL team and really no investment in any of the National League teams, it would be cool to see a team like the Pirates have some success. It'd be awesome to see Skeens in the postseason. And I think this year they maybe have a chance to do it. So I think the Pirates are for real, man. I really do.
All right, there you go. PJ Glass is a believer. We know Combs is a believer. I'm a little hesitant, but I can get there. All right, when we come back, we'll talk NBA playoffs. 4 series are already locked in. Which is the most exciting? We'll talk about it when we return. I'm Pat Boyle. He's PJ Glasser in for Brad Evans. This is BetMGM tonight on Westwood One Sports.
The NFL Draft is next Thursday, and we'll be backstage talking to the draft picks just minutes after getting selected. The biggest storylines, the news you need to know from your home of the NFL. Westwood One Sports.
Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $32.99. Limit supply. See store for details. Choose Syntec exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Clones, listen up. Not all beef jerky is the same. In fact, there are major differences in quality from one brand to the next. Old Trapper is a better way to snack, chock full of good protein to satisfy your manliest hunger cravings. Every bite is better for you and higher in essential protein than chips, sugar-filled energy bars, and candy. Old Trapper in the Clearview bag is the world's finest jerky, made with only the best ingredients. So ask for Old Trapper by name because no other jerky compares. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Spring pollen is everywhere, and if it sits too long on your vehicle, it can stick to the surface and damage your car's paint over time. Don't let buildup dull your shine. Stop by Tidal Wave Auto Spa and wash it away with a top-of-the-line car wash starting at just $15. Our GraphX 4 Shine technology helps protect your finish and keep your car looking its best. Plus, enjoy free vacuums, microfiber towels, and interior cleaning spray with every visit. In minutes, you'll be driving away with that clean car happy feeling. Find your nearest location at TidalWaveAutospa.com.
This is your ticket to high school football.
Norman makes a move at the 40. Look out. 30. He's going to the end zone. Touchdown. 61 yards. Welcome with the Friday Night Lights, Kenyon Norman.
Basketball.
Cunningham bounce pass inside, and the bucket is good. Nice dime by Cunningham.
Cunningham, a lot of heart. Big Valentine under that jersey.
And baseball.
Swung on and ripped into left center field, and it is 2-0. Cade Cummins delivers with a 2-out base hit.
WMOH 1450 The Ticket.
All-Pro Anthony Munoz here for Rose Automotive, your all-pro automotive superstore. Rose delivers all-pro value and all-pro service for all makes, all models, all the time. My family and I have made Rose Automotive our one-stop shop for everything automotive. And I mean everything, sales, service, parts, and accessories. You want it, they'll deliver it. Call today at 863-7878. That's right, 863, my number, 7878. Just take exit 24 off I-75 and head to Hamilton. That's Rose Automotive, your new alternative.
Empowered. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
High school game day, Wednesday. Ross takes on Edgewood.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed.
Coverage begins Wednesday at 4:35 on 1450 The Ticket.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Risa can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
The Chad Benson Show.
Culture wars are a first world problem. They're a wealthy people's problem. When you're worried about your next meal, when you're worried about life, you're not even worried about whether or not you can pay your electricity. You're worried about, are you even going to have electricity? When you're worried about clean water, culture wars doesn't exist. That's an us thing, because we've gotten to the point now where we turn everything into a battle of culture.
The Chad Benson Show.
Weekday mornings at 9 on 1450 The Ticket.
Late games, loud opinions, and money time moments. BetMGM tonight rolls on.
Welcome on back. BetMGM tonight, Westwood One Sports. I'm Pat Boyle. He's PJ Glasser filling in for Brad Evans all week. The phone number to join the show is 310-840-4910. All right, we'll get you another scoreboard update on a wild offensive explosion-filled fireworks night in baseball. We'll get you a scoreboard update again in a little bit. We got hot or cold coming up at the top of the hour. That's going to be a tremendous hot or cold tonight. But PJ, let's get into some of these NBA playoff series here. We talked about some of the play-in games going down tomorrow and Wednesday, but we do have 4 series that are locked and loaded. In the Eastern Conference, the 4 versus the 5 is the Cavaliers versus the Raptors. The 3 versus the 6 is my New York Knicks versus the Atlanta Hawks. In the West, 4 versus the 5, Lakers versus the Rockets, and still waiting to find out some recent news on Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, although they look like they'll both be unavailable for most, if not all, of that first-round series for the Lakers. And then the 3 versus the 6, Nuggets and the T-Wolves. Which of these 4 first and why?
Man, it's a good question. I think personally the one I'm most looking forward to is probably it's either the Lakers Rockets or Nuggets Wolves, I would say. I think the Lakers Rockets one is intriguing because of the injuries and how the Lakers are going to overcome that. I mean, Pat, you already look at the spread for game 1. Game is in Los Angeles. Rockets are a 5.5-point favorite. So the injuries with the Lakers, how they're going to combat that, how that series might look as we progress moving forward, I think is going to be very interesting. And then Nuggets and T-Wolves, just the history between those two teams, even though the T-Wolves roster is a little bit different in years past, we know that the Wolves have really built that roster to go up against Denver, and certainly with Gobert and Anthony Edwards and the Nuggets, the way that they're playing, man. I mean, they're not losing anymore. They have the best offense in the NBA. They're the best three-point shooting team in the NBA. Jokic has been awesome. Murray's been incredible too. So those two series I'm very intrigued by. Denver, Minnesota.